Well, it's been almost 24 hours now since the ending of the pandemic-era policy Title 42. This is live video coming to us from San Ysidro, California, which is at the border crossing below San Diego. Keep in mind, they're on Pacific time there. They're 3 hours behind us, so it's still very much daylight there. For the most part, there's still a lot of people waiting to cross, but there hasn't been any sudden rush or chaos as a lot of people had predicted. There are still a lot of questions, though, regarding how many will enter the United States legally or illegally in the coming days and where they'll go when they get here. Now, there's been a lot of speculation. Hundreds of children who cross the border illegally and are separated from their families could end up in Greensboro. But tomorrow morning, protesters are planning to march along Jefferson Road on the city's west side to the Greensboro Influx Care Facility. They plan to make it known they're against housing migrant children at the site of the former American Hebrew Academy until they can be reunited with their families or placed with sponsor families.
Well, there are no imminent plans for migrant children to come to Greensboro. That facility is under contract with the government to become an immigrant facility serving children ages 13 to 17. Fox 8's Cassie Fambro spoke with protest organizers and has more now from Greensboro. Cassie.
Katie and Neil, that 5-year government contract would allow this facility to house up to 800 migrant children. Protesters say they do not want those migrant children housed here in Greensboro. The end of Title 42 has cast the spotlight on the Greensboro Influx Care Facility on Hobbs Road, a 100-acre campus that would provide housing, educational, and recreational activities for unaccompanied migrant children for about 2 to 3 weeks.
It's still an influx facility, which is just a really nice way of saying a detention center, which is also a really nice way of saying a gilded cage.
Protest organizers are concerned about the oversight at influx facilities and want the Office of Refugee Resettlement, or ORR, to prioritize rapid reunification.
We want the right thing to be done. We want them to be united with their families.
Franca Jallo, an immigrant herself, says many immigrant children are escaping dangerous situations, and an influx facility can make them feel more unsafe.
If your life was not safe where you're from, why would you accept that someone else would take them and put them in a cage, a gilded cage?
The influx facility, completely fenced in and guarded, would not allow anyone to enter or leave without permission.
We don't want children to be detained. We want them to be protected, and we want them to be able to be unified with their families here on this side of the border.
The ORR confirmed as recently as May 5th, there is no current activation date for the Greensboro Influx Care Center, but it will be called the Greensboro Piedmont Academy when it opens. Again, we want to emphasize that there are no imminent plans to bring migrant children to this Greensboro site. We even checked in with the mayor of Greensboro earlier this week, and she has not received an update on the status of this facility. Live in Greensboro, Cassie Fambro, Fox 8 News.
All right, Cassie, thank you.